Lauren Lee joins us now with this week's interview.
Thanks, Sarah. Today we're joined by Lafayette High School's Athletic Director, Coach Jeff Nelson. Coach Nelson, thanks for coming out today.
It's nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. So you do a lot with Lafayette High School. I know you have a big job and covering especially a large span of athletics at the school. Tell me a little bit about what you do every day.
Well, every day's a little different. This time of the year, we're looking at filling spots as far as coaches. If we have any that depart and go somewhere else or move up, like right now, we closed out Thursday afternoon. Our boys basketball coach has decided just to pursue his administrative. He finished his administration degree this past year at Christmas time, and he's decided that he's just going to kind of pursue that, go into a doctoral program if possible here at the university. So that spot's open. So you deal with, the trying to fill spots, and this is a time of the year to where the budget comes into play. If coaches look for raises, having to debate that with our superintendent, or not debate it really, but just to plead my case and then let him look over what we've got there, and then we decide what we need to do, if we need to give a raise, if we're able to do that, or if the salaries will stay pretty much the same. So basically this time of the year is pretty busy because your spring sports are all going, and we do them all. We've got golf, we've got junior high baseball, high school baseball, softball, tennis, I'm probably leaving something out, powerlifting. So a lot of things are going on right now, track, and I probably left one or two out. But we compete in everything that the MHSAA allows us to do. We even do archery, and that's not sanctioned yet. So yeah, it's a busy time of the year right now, but we're proud to do that. We get a lot of children involved. The bowling this time, we got bowling going on, and we had our girls qualified for the state championship in Jackson. They'll be leaving Friday. So it's a good thing. I mean, we've got 30-something kids that are bowling that would not have been doing that had we not started that program up. It costs a little bit more money, but we're really glad to get a lot of those kids involved. When I came out there 5 years ago, that was one of my intentions, was to get more children involved in athletics. And I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I wanted to tell you we do something to encourage that. We've got a tri-sport athlete that we do, a plaque that we do for all our students that participate, grades 7 through 12, that participate in 3 or more sports. We also do a scholastic award. If they make a B average, we give them a plaque in that also, and they participate in one sport. So that's just kind of a quick overview of what's going on right now.
Well, wow. Well, so tell me, I know now with this position, you had to have enjoyed athletics in your day and time. So tell me what you started out doing to make you so dedicated to the athletic program.
Well, my dad, my whole family's in education, or was. Most of them have retired now. But my dad, he was a coach, principal, superintendent at Lafayette, matter of fact, for 12 years. I had a very unique situation. I lived in the city school district. In fact, I lived in the middle of town. So I knew everybody at Oxford. And it was funny, I went to Lafayette High School because my dad was superintendent out there. And I ended up coaching for 22 years at Oxford. And now I'm back at Lafayette as an AD for the last 5 years. My wife and son go to Lafayette. So I've had a little bit of both sides, and it's been good. I mean, it's been an enjoyable experience for me. I've learned a lot at both places.
Now, what sports did you play growing up?
Well, I tell you, I played as many as I could get my hands on growing up. Now you have so many to choose from, but back then, you had your major sports, and that's the ones I did. I did the baseball, the tennis, the track, basketball, and football in high school. Now I didn't do all those. I had to give up the track and the, I was trying to think of the other one I gave up, just the track. And I played basketball and baseball in junior college. So I was around it my whole life. My dad's the one that got me started. When he was coaching, I was in the gym like a little gym rat. So I've been around it, basically my whole life.
Now, before the show, you told me that you have a lot of talent at Lafayette, and I know we've met some of those on the show previously, especially last week with Tamara. Can you tell me, what do you think that they teach in that athletic programs there at Lafayette that kind of help these kids really grow into great college athletes and maybe one day even professionals?
Well, the main thing we try to teach is life skills before they become an athlete. I mean, they've got to learn to take care of the grades, where they can get in school first. And then the second thing is to make them as good as they can be as an athlete. Things are so different now. The weight room training is it's a high dedication deal. And really and truly, it's very difficult for a child to do what I did. You know, playing a lot of sports, you just jump from one to the other when I was growing up, and now, you know, there's fall baseball, there's summer baseball, there's spring baseball, and things have become year-round. The AAU basketball is a big thing. So very difficult. That's why I started that tri-sport athlete. I wanted to continue to encourage that because I didn't want kids specializing. You know, I want them to do it all. And you know, we've got kids now that are signed in the SEC. Got one now that Ole Miss, I think, has already offered in football for next year. But he does more than one thing. He's playing baseball right now. And so I say offered. They've committed to him, I think. It's one of those things to where we encourage them to do a lot of things. It keeps them busy, keeps them out of trouble, you know, keeps them on the right path.
So in all of this, would you say that, especially at Lafayette, you guys do something different? What makes you guys stand out versus the other schools around the area?
Well, you know, both schools are different. When I was at Oxford, and there's a lot of good things going on there, but Lafayette's different. You know, you've got a different clientele well, you've got more, I don't want to say your average type child or your normal, because you don't want to use that word. There's a little more diversity probably at Oxford than Lafayette. Most of our kids are county kids that some of them drive a long way to school, you know. So it's a little different atmosphere there than when I was at Oxford. And great kids at Lafayette, great teachers and coaches. So very pleased to be there.
Well, great. Well, Coach Nelson, I just want to thank you again for coming out today. We appreciate it, and good luck in the future with all your athletics.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be back with more Overtime right after this.